Welcome. Welcome back to the second installment of this four-part video on science storytelling basic elements within the Eurocart project, which has to do with nanotechnology, nanoparticles, as you, I'm sure, are very much familiar with. Today, we're going to be talking about another concept that is very, very important. It's the concept of trust. We want to create a sense of trust between the speaker, and the speaker could be a student, maybe during an examination with the teachers. It can be a student delivering a nice story to her or his fellow students, or in any other situation. It's always a fundamental prerequisite to create a sense of connection between who is delivering and the audience. In fact, in order to open up nice communication channels, what you need to create a sense of bidirectional trust. The American poet Maya Angelou said something that I always think is really, really important. She said, people will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did, and that's an unfortunate truth in life. But people will never forget how you made them feel, and that is the key to generate trust. Okay, so where I'm bringing you is, in order to generate trust, you need to generate emotions, because emotions connect people, and trust exists only if there are some really powerful emotions connecting. And we can see this. We can see in political leaders. We can see in scientific leaders. We can see in cultural or religious leaders. There is always a deep level of emotional connection, empathy, and image sharing. If you have the same images, then you can really talk about creating trust. Okay, so how do you generate emotions? Because it's easy to say, but sometimes it's really hard to actually achieve what we are talking. And the emotions arise if the storyteller, and the storyteller can be a student talking to her or his fellow students, okay? So it doesn't have to be the big theatrical event. It can be really simple. If the storyteller connects with the audience with the basic fundamental themes. And themes are the topic of the next video. But let me continue reasoning with you here. And let me read a quote by a very, very important physicist, Richard Feynman. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore, but his spirit and his anecdotes and quotes and ideas are still fundamental in the world of science communication and physics, of course. And he says, you can describe how nature works, because that's what science does, describes how nature works, but you never understand why it works that way. You always can go to a deeper level where you don't know anymore. There is always something missing. There is always some dark, hidden treasure somewhere that you can never get to. But nobody understands that, right? Nobody understands why nature works that way. And that is the beauty. And that is what I'm talking about. Creating emotion means moving into that space of the why, and while talking about the how. So that's how science communication via storytelling works. You move into the why, but you tell the how. And so that you get a feeling that you can understand something, but you can understand more, but there is always somewhere in there where you don't understand. And we're going to be talking about themes in the next video, but first let me give you another little idea about how to connect with the students. And you can connect with the students by asking them this question, which I love. Whenever I do this with my students that I work with, it really always raises a lot of interesting points. And it says, who is your favorite singer or your favorite storyteller? Now, it can be your favorite writer or poet. It doesn't have to be a singer or like or a favorite actor or whatever it is, just some figure that represents something important for your students. And then ask them, why do you feel this way about this person, And chances are they will tell you something like, because this person is speaking the same language I speak, because we have shared images that we can understand. It can be a rapper, it can be, a musician. Or maybe because I feel that this person understands me. So you see, we're talking about trust. We're talking about emotions. And then this person, the favorite singer or storyteller, can convey a lot of meaning to the students. So why not going in this direction ourselves? So this is the end of this second video. I hope it's interesting to you, and we're going to get back on the third video talking about themes. See you soon.